Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. In this verse of Ashtavakra Gita, Ashtavakra tells Raja Janaka, if you are able to detach yourself from desire, then you automatically detach yourself from the universe. And once you do that, you can live happily, blissfully, and self contented always. This statement has been vouched by Lord Krishna in a little different form. When Arjuna asks Lord Krishna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what is the reason for all misery in this universe? Lord Krishna replies, it is lust. Lust is the root cause for all miseries in this universe. How is it possible? In Bhagavad Gita, there are 5 evils that have been mentioned and which plague a living entity according to Srimad Bhagavad Gita. They are Kama, lust, Krodha, anger, Lobha, greed, Moha, illusion, and Ahankara, false ego. The first that comes in this line is lust. What is lust? Initially, a living entity is attracted towards some object or human being, like boys getting attracted towards girls and girls getting attracted towards boys. This attraction, which is in the initial stages, soon becomes a desire to get what is so attractive for this living entity. This desire soon turns into want, and from want it becomes an obsession. Obsession becomes lust. A stage comes when the human being in question feels that life is impossible without coveting the object of attraction. That is what Ashtavakra says. Desire. Desire for a living entity or an object is the main cause for all evil in the world. Now, this lust makes this person work hard and strive and struggle to covet that particular object, whether it is a living human being or some object. Once this person succeeds in getting that particular coveted object, he or she must be satisfied and happy on his or her achievement. It does not happen that way. Once the living entity covers a particular object, he or she automatically gets afraid that sooner or later he or she will lose that particular object to another person. This may be imaginary, but this turns the mind of this living entity into anger. Anger starts from fear. Once you become angry, you become suspicious and vindictive and violent to all other people without knowing whether your anger is justified. Once the anger is there, then your lust turns into greed. The more you get, the more you want out of sheer fear of losing what you have already got. After you get greed, you get illusion. Illusion means thinking that the whole world is against you and that you are the only person who deserved that particular object. If you get a girlfriend as a lover and wife, you immediately get suspicious when she speaks to other people. You feel that she is conniving to brush you off and run away with another person. This illusion leads one to false ego. False ego is when you identify with this mind-body complex. In this mind-body complex, you think that you are a separate living entity and that it has nothing to do with past births, past deaths, and future births and deaths. You cannot identify yourself as one of the pearls of a large string in which all other living entities are sewn together. Similarly, in the case of lust, if you are attracted to a particular thing and you don't get it, your failure soon turns into anger, frustration, vindictiveness, jealousy towards others, envy, etc. After some time, you become greedy. You want to possess the object come what may. You forget your conscience, your character, your scruples, etc., and you go about achieving that particular object. After you do that, or while you are doing that, you come across illusion. This illusion gives birth to imaginary enemies, imaginary foes, a suspicion that everyone is laughing at you, suspicion that everyone is sarcastic, sneering and jeering towards you, that they are considering you inferior and unfit to covet some object. All these things lead to false ego. When the false ego strikes you, you do something miserable, horrible, or unworthy of your doing or your character, as a result of which there is misery, strife, and violence everywhere. This results in several losses to not only you but also to others. On the other hand, if you stop identifying with your mind-body complex and detach yourself from desire, you at once become peaceful. When you identify with the self, you become self contented. You don't get into any controversy or trouble or violence. You don't care what others are thinking about you. You are happy with yourself and your own achievements, which are not detrimental to your progress towards spiritual journey. This is what Ashtavakra tells Raja Janaka. He tells him that he should be detached and should not be full of desires or lust, to be happy, blissful, self-realized, self-contained, delivered, liberated, and ultimately reach your true identity as Brahman and go back to Godhead. Kindly let me know what you think of my analysis of this particular verse. If you sincerely feel that what I am saying makes sense, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep informing you of my past and future videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.